Hi, everybody. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but I can't put myself in the video today, so you're just getting my screen. I have this funny idea that now is the most absolute wonderful time to give you more freedom and more choice than like you've ever had in language arts before, and I have no idea how this is going to work. It's the craziest idea. But I'm going to pitch it to you here, and you can decide if you're interested. If you are fine with how work is going and you're happy doing a chapter a week, on reading a chapter a week on Monday and answering some questions on Wednesday and doing a survey on Friday, then you can stop listening to this video. Everything I'm talking about today is just this ridiculous, crazy option I dreamed up last night that I put into place from like 11 till 1 p.m. this afternoon. I was thinking that if you choose to abandon what we've been doing, which is reading a chapter, answering some questions, and giving some feedback every week, you could join this other language arts classroom that I made up for us that's called Choice Reading Book Clubs. And literally, what you would do is you would have the option of coming up with a book club full of people that you pick for yourself and choosing a book that you pick for yourselves. It is like the ultimate choice, the ultimate option. So you could decide that pretty instantly that you have like 3 people in mind and you know exactly who you want to be in your book club. You could get them on the phone in the next hour and you could try to pick out a book that you want to read. You'd all have to read the book. Let's say like I'm working with Poppy. Yeah, she's a dog. Let's just for this example say that I'm working in a group with Puppy, my dog. Let's assume she reads. Poppy might have access to a book and she might be listening to it on Audible and I might be reading an ebook and that would be fine. It could be that Poppy doesn't have access to the book because I'm the only one who has the book. And so like maybe I call Poppy at her house and I read the book over the phone and we have like 20 minutes every day where our reading time is just us reading over the phone. Like literally everything is optional. You get to create a situation for yourself where it makes sense. If this sounds good to you, you should join this weird Google Classroom that I just made. And in order to get there, you would type in the code, wait for it, E7SU023. It's not a 0, it's the little letter O. And I'll post that on the Google Classroom so that you can see it. But the idea is that like you get to choose the book and you get to choose how you're going to read it. So I've made this slideshow for you that you can make a copy of. You would tell me what book you're going to read. You're telling me how you're going to access the book so I know that you have it. You get to decide norms or rules for your book club. You might absolutely decide that you all want to do your reading on Mondays, or you might absolutely all want to decide to be more flexible. Norms are just rules you agree to. So it could be like, I promise that I will not let Clara do all of the work. Or you could say, my goal for this book club is to experience what life is like for a character different from me. You get to decide what the norms are, not me. Like, literally, you are in charge. You'll come up with a reading schedule of how many pages you would need to read every week for 6 weeks to finish the book. And you would tell me about how you plan to talk to each other. Are you going to meet on the phone? You'll notice down here it gives you options. Are you going to FaceTime? Are you going to make sure everyone's on a Google slideshow at the same time? If you can't be on at the same time, are you going to make sure that everyone's done something by Wednesday? Decide how it could work for you. Every week, there'll be a focus. The first week, you're focused on setting in characters. The second week, you're focused on family and community. And that's for any book that you pick. So, like, you could be reading a book that you've had on your shelf for 3 years, Miss Peregrine's. Do you know the title I'm asking myself about? Oof, now I need to look it up. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. See, I use the internet. And there's setting in that book, there are characters in that book, there's family and community in that book. It's going to look different, but these are big ideas that apply to any text you could choose. It's weird, it's flexible, but I think it could be cool. If you just want access to books that I have access to, you can read Inside Out and Back Again, which is written in poems, and it's absolutely delightful. It was a National Book Award winner and a Newbery Honor Award winner, which always award-winning books mean they're great. They're great for a lot of reasons. If they win awards, they're worthy of checking out. And if you go to Epic and enter that code, you can all access that book. If you go to Audible and you follow this link on the slideshow that's already on that classroom, it gives you a link to all of these books Audible has made free and available to teens. So that could be something you look into. I also have access to Long Way Down and Brown Girl Dreaming, and these links will take you right there. If you open the document and then up at the top, you hover at the top, if you open with the thing called Doc Hub, then you can even annotate the text, save your progress. It would be yours and not just a random PDF. You could do whatever you wanted with it. So really, like, those are books I have on option. You could also pick a book that you just have access to that you want to read. If you have the means, you could buy a book you want. You could get it from the library. It is the most flexible project in the entire world. Let's say you're talking about setting in characters. You pick the question, what do we learn about the main character so far? I've given you examples here of what you can do to show your understanding, but it doesn't have to traditionally fit in this slideshow. You could write a story. You could record yourself singing a song about the setting in characters. You could draw a comic. You could do anything at all as long as you give me access to your information. If you're working with a book club, then you can share the work. It's possible that one of you will really want to do the drawing and another person wants to record a song to play in the background. Cool. Make sure you're talking about setting in characters. It could be that when you get to the week about conflict and power, that you want to just record yourselves talking about it. So just like get an audio recording going of your conversation and paste the link here so that I can hear you talking about it. It doesn't even have to be written. It can be audio. So if this is interesting to you, join the Google class. The code is E7SUO23. And if this sounds horrible, then ignore me. It's really up to you. Overall, I'm just giving you another option. If you do the book club, then you don't have to do the other stuff. If you want to keep doing the other stuff, carry on. I miss you. I hope you're well. Talk to you soon. Let me know what you're thinking. Bye.